desce, ela sobe, no baile é pressão. Mina linda, perigosa, rouba meu coração. Vai quicando, vai jogando, não perde a razão. No batidão, só pura tentação. Ela desce, ela sobe, no baile é pressão. Mina linda, perigosa, rouba meu coração. Ela desce, ela sobe, no baile.
Hello everyone, today I'm going to be telling you guys how to build athletic muscle, whether you're an athlete, whether you're an adult, whatever you want to do. I'm a 16-year-old wrestler, and you might have heard wrestlers have the best cardio, the best strength, the best muscle, and are the top tier athletes of the athletic community. Whether you're an adult and you want to be functional, or whether you're an athlete looking to have that edge over your competition, I'll be helping you guys out with that today. I'm 16 years old. I've been working out since I was 12 years old. I'm a personal trainer. I've been training people since I was about 13. And something that just always clicked to me was that I can help people with my fitness knowledge. And I've done a lot of research on this topic. And without further ado, let's get straight into this. So what you want to start off with, what we're going to start off with today is your split / your workout design. When you start making your split or designing your workouts, you want to design it based around your practices or based around the gym. So if you're an athlete and you have practices, let's say you practice 5 days a week, I would suggest full body workouts twice a week. If you're an adult and you don't play any sports and you're not an athlete, then I suggest 4 workouts a week, upper body, lower body, twice a week. So when we start talking about stuff like full body and upper body and lower body, I don't recommend necessarily any Arnold splits or anything like that. That's stepping into bodybuilding territory when we're talking about building athletic muscle, which is muscle that is usable when it comes to like sprints and jumps and all kinds of stuff like that. And when a lot of times when you see athletes, they're typically kind of skinny or necessarily typically really big, but you can tell they're athletic. We're talking about building muscle and staying athletic in the same time without being stiff like a bodybuilder. So personally, I practice 5 times a week. I go 2 times to the gym a week, and I do 2 full body sessions. When you're designing a full body session, you want to make sure that you are pushing horizontally, vertically, pulling horizontally, hinging and squatting. You want to have a power movement, and you want to have a plyometric. You want to have a plyometric, and you want to have endurance. You want to have plyometrics because that's what generates your explosive muscle and the explosiveness in your ligaments and all that. When you see people jump super high and being able to dunk and everything like that, that's where it comes from, is the explosiveness. So plyometrics are very important when it comes to building athletic muscle. We're going to start off building a full body split. If you're looking for upper body, lower body, skip to the time frame that is on the screen. All right, when it comes to building your full body split, you want to make sure you're pushing vertically, pushing horizontally, pulling vertically, pulling horizontally, squatting, hinging, doing a plyometric, and doing a power movement. Not in that order. You always want to start off with a plyometric, and you want to make sure you're doing your conditioning after the plyometric if you are lacking in cardio, which personally I was lacking in cardio for a little bit, so I would do my conditioning right after my explosive work. Then after your conditioning, you want to hop straight into a power movement. Then you would, let's say you're on day 1, you would go into horizontal push, squat, and horizontal pull or vertical pull. Then day 2, you would go into vertical push, hinge, horizontal or vertical push. And you want to make sure you're hitting all of those 6 to 11 sets a week to make sure that you're actually gaining muscle and gaining strength of each muscle group. You want to make sure you're hitting each muscle group 6 to 11 times a week. For your isolation movements, you want to make sure you are flexing and extending the arm, whether that's bicep curls, tricep extensions, and you want to make sure you're flexing and extending the legs, whether that is leg extensions or leg curls, and you want to fit those into your full body. All right, so for upper and lower body, you want to start with a power movement. So I recommend push press for this. This is like literally the best lift you can do for upper body when it comes to power movements. Then after a power movement, you want to jump straight into a horizontal push. Horizontal push can be bench press, chest press. I recommend bench press. It could be anything along those lines. Find the workout that works for you. I recommend horizontal pulling and vertical pulling right after horizontal pushing. For vertical pulling, you can do pull-ups. I recommend pull-ups the most, overlap pull-downs when you're trying to build athletic muscle. When you're doing horizontal pulling, I recommend bent over barbell rows. That has worked the best for me. That has literally blown up my back, as you can see on the screen. And then you want to go into vertical pushing. Vertical pushing, you can do a shoulder press. You can do anything you want for vertical pushing as long as you're pushing over your head. You understand what I'm saying? After vertical pushing, you want to flex and extend the arm. Flexing the arm could be a bicep curl, a hammer curl. You want to do at least 6 sets of a exercise for these. You want to do at least 6 sets for these. When you are looking to build your arms, you want to do maybe, you could do preacher curl, you could do hammer curl, and for triceps, you could literally do anything you want when it comes to extending the arms. You can do tricep extension, you can do skull crushers, as long as you're hitting the lateral and long head of your tricep. And when you're hitting your biceps, I like to do preacher curls and then hammer curls, or some sort of regular curls and then hammer curls, because hammer curls have also blown up my forearms and I don't necessarily train my forearms directly. After that, you can do some sort of core work, or you can do some sort of forearm workout. It is really up to being creative and building the workout that works for you. Trial and error is big when it comes to building your workout routine. Not everything that works for me will work for you, and vice versa. All right, now for lower body, what you want to do is first start off with a form of plyometrics, whether it's a jump, a sprint. Plyometrics is literally the most important thing when it comes to working out for athletes, because that's where you build your speed and athleticism from. If you're just looking to build athletic muscle and functional muscle, maybe it's not, maybe it could be a power movement, but I always like my plyometrics. So for plyometrics, I recommend box jumps, med ball throws. You can look at any plyometric you want that can work for your specific sport or for your specific goals. Next, you want to hop into a power movement, move something heavy fast. That can be an Olympic lift. That can be something like a power clean, a clean and jerk, a power movement, not a squat. A squat will be next, which is one of your compound movements. A compound movement, a squat, literally any form of squat, back squat, front squat. I don't recommend hack squat for athletes because you want to build that stability. You can do a Zerker squat, which is what I like to do, which targets your upper back as well. Because I'm a wrestler, you know, picking people up and everything, that's something that comes with wrestling. After your compound movement, you want to hop into isolations, which can be leg extension, leg curls. I recommend leg extension, then leg curls, the seated leg curls. Do not lie down and do leg curls, because you want to trick your brain into thinking it's an actual danger when you're building muscle. It sounds like fluff. It sounds like it's not true, but trust me, I know what I'm talking about. I've been working out for 4 years. I've seen great results. When you are in a seated leg curl machine, you want to get out of that machine as soon as possible if you just hit a hard set. If people that go to the gym, you know what I'm talking about. When you're lying down and you do leg curls, you could literally take a nap after. Like, it's not really pushing your muscle. When you're pushing your muscle like that, you can feel it. You want to get out of that machine as soon as possible. I recommend seated leg curls for hamstrings all day. Before your isometrics, I forgot to mention this, you want to do a hinge for sure. Some sort of hinge could be an RDL, Jefferson squat. I mean, not Jefferson squat, Jefferson curl. You can do back extension, some sort of hinge that'll target the hamstrings, glutes, all that. You feel me? Then after that, you want to get into core work. Rotate your core, lower abs, upper abs, which could be crunches, leg raises. For your endurance, the best endurance I can recommend for combat sports can be assault bike sprints. I do 15 seconds as hard as I can, 45 seconds rest. I do 15 seconds as hard as I can, 45 seconds rest, 10 rounds, 8 rounds, as many as you want. Make it at least 8. If you're doing a different kind of sport, that can be something like going on long runs. That can be something like going on sprints. That can be something like hill sprints. Really anything aerobic conditioning, anaerobic conditioning. Do more research on that. I'm not going to go over that in this video. If you guys would like me to go over that further in another video, leave a like on the video. Conditioning is really important when it comes to being an athlete. Mobility, isometric work. That means maybe sitting in split squats. That means maybe sitting in a bench press position, holding the barbell at 45 degrees. That can be standing at the tip of your toes. It depends on what sport you do. Mobility, isometrics. Managing your load is so important when it comes to being an athlete. You really want to make sure you're not overtraining. Overtraining can be worse than undertraining when it comes to some sports. When it comes to anything, it can be really bad. So make sure that you're not overdoing the gym. Make sure that you're focusing on your sport as well. Make sure that you're not overworking yourself. Now, for you guys that stayed till the end of the video, I will be giving you a secret. The secret is consistency. Consistency is so important. You could literally be doing the wrong workouts. You could be doing 10 sets of everything every day, and you can still see some sort of growth as long as you stay consistent. If you're not consistent, you could be on the best workout plan ever. Best workout plan ever, and you won't see a single gain, because you have to stay consistent in anything you do. I've been working out for 4 years, and I've seen improvement because I stayed consistent. I trained 6 times a week, practice 5 days a week, gym twice a week, home workout once a week. I put in these sessions and I'm consistent. That's why I've seen the results that I have. As long as you listen to what I've said in this video, I promise you will see results. If you want one-on-one coaching, Discord in description, DM me on Discord, DM me on Instagram. I will be more than happy to help. I'm looking to give away my knowledge and my resources for free. I don't want anything. Maybe like and subscribe. I would like to build content creation to help more people. I was struggling with a lot of this. I had to do a lot of research to get to where I am now, and I want it to be an easier experience for a lot of other people. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. I'll be uploading more frequently, more videos. Tell me what you guys want to see. This will be what I'm starting off with. Appreciate you guys for staying to the end of the video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.